All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Daytona International Speedway. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. IndyCar Brazil, NASCAR Total heads on into Daytona tonight for race number 1 in the 2019 Monster Cup season. It's 60 laps. It's Daytona. It's a bunch of Brazilian guys out here that can drive the wheels off these cars. This is going to be a blast, man. These guys are great race car drivers. My honor to be able to bring you this live right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, it's Daytona, boys and girls. You know what that means? That means some high-speed drafting action. Who's going to win this first race of the season here in IndyCar Brazil? All right, thanks for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Right now, we are in the qualification session. So IndyCar Brazil in action here. NASCAR Total, IndyCar Brazil. Take a look at the Sullivan Gardena as he makes his laps. Right now the top time, Thiago Bandeira, 45.550. Edelson Carneiro currently second on the grid. Michael Vendoza is third, 45.659. Alessandro Barcelos, 45.666. Julio Caligari currently fifth on the grid. 45.801. So I'm so excited about bringing you this season here. Really have had a chance to work with these guys quite a bit. And I am so excited about doing another series of broadcasts for IndyCar Brazil, NASCAR Total. So it should be a great, great season. We'll take a look at the track here at Daytona International Speedway. Of course, who doesn't know Daytona? 2.5-mile tri-oval located in Daytona, Florida. 31 degrees of banking in the turns, 18 degrees of banking in the tri-oval. And it is high speed, man. Going to be a lot of drafting. Obviously, guys are going to have to just sort of settle in, work on green flag pit stops. I'll tell you what, though, man, with this race being only 60 laps, you know, you can't get too complacent here, but you're definitely going to have some friends out here on the track to be able to make any moves. Need some drafting partners. We'll take a look at the schedule here in the 2019 Monster Cup season. Of course, tonight, 60 laps here at Daytona. Next week, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. How about that, man? The two biggest tracks, arguably the biggest tracks in all of motorsports, Daytona and Indianapolis. We got the Charlotte Roval coming up on February the 18th. That's a 50-lapper there. Oh, man, and I don't know if they know what's in store for them at Charlotte Roval. Atlanta Motor Speedway on 25th of February. Chicagoland Speedway starting off March. You see Bristol, little short track action, and heading right back into it with more short track action at Martinsville on the 18th of March. Las Vegas Motor Speedway, little cookie cutter action on 25 March. And then Sonoma Raceway to start off April, so some road course action there in California. Talladega Super Speedway on the 8th of April, followed by the Monster Mile at Dover on the 15th of April. And Pocono Raceway, that I want to call that one the Roval. I mean, that's the tricky triangle, but also the Roval, man. I don't know why Charlotte stole that name, but anyway, that's Pocono, 22 April, and then Watkins Glen finishing out the season at the road course at Watkins Glen on 29 April, so should be a great, great season. Well, looks like Tiago Bandera is the top qualifier, going to be our pole sitter here tonight. Edelson Carnero going to qualify in the second position. Sandro Kelmer is third. Michael Mendoza is qualifies in the fourth position. Alessandro Barcelos is fifth. Jose Carvalho sixth. Edson Luis is seventh. Sullivan Gardina qualifies eighth. Julio Caligare is ninth. Wilson Rashid qualifies in the 10th position. Got some little bit different sounds here in the in-car here, so guys might be using just a little bit different mod. '17 car there, you see him sort of getting the wheels out from under it there a little bit. Now, one thing you will notice here, I think, with these folks is, you know, these guys are all connecting to the server from Brazil. And the server is located, as far as I understand it, the server is located up in Chicago. So there may be some jumping around a little bit. That's to be expected, though. I mean, that's online racing. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us here on the YouTube channel. Thanks for all of your support over the years. I've been doing this for a couple of years now here at TurnLeftTV, and man, I had no idea it was going to really mold into this. It's really gotten a lot bigger than whatever I had dreamed. But thanks so much for joining us here and supporting the efforts here at TurnLeftTV. I greatly appreciate it. Check out the side-by-side view. Looks like that's working okay. So if you're interested in helping us out a little bit further, you can always click the go down into the description of this race and click on the Fanatic link there. That helps us out a little bit. You can also go up onto the banner of this YouTube channel and hit the donate button if you're interested in contributing in that way. It ain't no big deal, though. This is all for free, man. Look at this, 16 drivers out here. Is that Carlos Leite that's joined us? Oh, big time, my good buddy Carlos Leite. I've raced a lot of laps with these guys, not only in stock cars, Indy cars, DTM cars. I've even done a little bit of GT Series racing with these guys too. Man, they could just drive anything. It's really a great treat to be able to, you know, befriend these guys, really be able to join the family, and also race some laps with them. We got a couple minutes left here before we get the command to start the engines. Still getting guys joining in here. We got 17 drivers in here right now. See, Jose Carvalho was not ready to pit that car. He just drove right on through. That Toyota Camry there, the 99 car. Take a look at our drivers here. Drivers list. I got these in alphabetical order by last name. So hopefully I got everybody's number in there correctly. So that's who is signed up to race in this series. I think we have 20 drivers signed up. 17 here right now tonight. So again, thanks for joining us. And we'll hopefully get a little interaction there on the chat. Get rid of that silly message there. Learn more. Welcome to live chat. Blah, blah, blah. I wish there was some way I could figure out how to get rid of that permanently. Elder Mueller in the 02 car. Looks like he's driving a Chevy SS. All right, I think we're going to make it happen here really soon, so hold on to your hats, boys and girls. Should be a great race tonight. I'm excited. 60 laps here at Daytona. It's race number 1 in the 2019 Monster Cup season.
All right, all right, all right. Gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, the 3-car of Tiago Bandera starts on the pole. Edelson Carnero in that 09 car starts in the 2nd position. Sandro Kelmer, we got him in the 00, starting in the 3rd position. In 4th is Michael Mendonca. Might be Mendoza. Alessandro Barcelos starts in the 5th position, that 11 car. Look at that baby. The 99 of Jose Carvalho starts in 6th. Edson Luis, we got a little DQ for him. I'm not sure what happened to Edson there, but he's DQ'd. 49, Sullivan Gardena starts in the 8th position. In 9th is the 33 of Julio Galagare. Starting in the 10th position is the 47 of Wilson Rashid. Nito Vidal in 21 car starts in 10th. Edders Magel in the 82 starts in the 11th position. Olafo Cesar starts in the 12th position. I think they're going to restart here because Julio had didn't get on the grid here, so apologize for that. I figured that was going to be the case here. We're just trying to make sure everybody gets a chance to get out of here, get on the track, get some laps in. We will only dock his pay by half. Well, it does look like these guys are going back to warm up here a little bit. So Edson Luis rejoining the server here, so maybe a little bit of a connection issue, but back in here it looks like. Well, hey, man, coming up here at IndyCar Brazil, NASCAR Total in March the 5th, the first race of the DTM 2019 season, a 40-minute race from Hockenheim, and that's going to be live right here on TurnLeftTV, coming up on March the 5th. Man, I'm excited about that. I love these cars, and Sullivan had asked me, hey, man, you going to race? And I said, no, I want to broadcast this season. So he said, have at it. So I'm excited about being able to bring you that season in the DTM series. Be no caution flags in that bad boy. There'll just be sector cautions there, so no caution laps, and things will be happening in a hurry there. Of course, Hockenheim is a tough track, but that's a good way to start off. Really, that's what the DTM series, the real one, they start off at Hockenheim. So these guys are going to try to mimic the series as much as they can. So we're in a little bit of a holding pattern here for now until we get everybody ready to roll. And Carlos Leite, that 54 car, coming out here on the track. A little bit different car sound here. I'm kind of surprised here. I haven't heard this in-car sound before. That would give us a chance to tweak something here real quick. Jair Oliveira in his 17 car. Look at that, man. Look at that. What in the world is on that hood right there? That's right, TurnLeftTV. How about that? That's Soul Drivers AV, sponsored Toyota, sporting the TurnLeftTV logo. So thanks so much to my good buddy, Jair Oliveira. I don't know, man. It's going to be hard for me not to root for him since he's got the TurnLeftTV logo. Take a look at the 11 car here. This is Alessandro Barcelos. Bringing it in for a pit stop here. The 09 of Edelson Carnero running that SS. Again, we'll do a little double check here of the side-by-side view. I want to say thank you so much for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. It's my pleasure to be able to bring you this race from start to finish, boys and girls. And you never know, man, I might be doing a whole season here for NASCAR Total IndyCar Brazil for their Monster Cup season. So always fun. I've done several seasons for these guys already, and it's my pleasure to be able to do this one again. So thanks so much to Sullivan, all the guys here at NASCAR Total IndyCar Brazil for welcoming me into the family. So thanks so much. All right, I think we're going to make it happen this time. So NASCAR Total IndyCar Brazil, 60 laps here at Daytona.
All right, all right, all right. Gentlemen, start your
All right, Thiago Bandera starts on the pole position in the 3 car. The 09 of Edelson Carnero starts in the 2nd position. Sandro Kelmer starts in 3rd. Michael Mendoza, he'll tell me how to pronounce that name, starting in the 4th position. In that 2 car, Alessandro Barcelos in the 11 starts in the 5th position. Jose Carvalho in the 99 starts in 6th. Edson Luis in the 04, there he is, starts in the 7th position. Sullivan Gardina in that 49 car starts in 8th. Julio Caligare in the 33 starts in the 9th position. Wilson Rashid in the 47 car starts in 10th. Nito Vidal in the 21 starts in the 11th position. Edders Magel in the 82 car starts in 12th. Olafo Cesar starts in the 13th position in the 12 car. Elder Mueller in the 02 starts in the 14th position. In 15th is the 17 car of Jair Oliveira. And Carlos Leite in the 54 starts in 16th. All right, boys and girls, going to make it happen here. Should be a great one. 60 laps here at Daytona. Thanks so much for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Pick your winner. Who's going to win it? Look at that. Ronaldo Silva joining us. Wellington Gandon, I believe, is joining us. So thanks so much for joining in here in the chat session. I don't know, man. I think I'm going to put my money on Sandro Kelmer tonight. He races a lot of stock cars. $60 laps here, so make sure you get a good position, good drafting position. Here we go. Pace car is in.
Green flag, green flag. Here they come. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Go racing, you bunch of hot dogs.
All right, you see some connection there, and that's probably more me than anything. A lot of guys out here on the track. Thiago Bandera is the race leader. Sandro Kelmer moves up to the 2nd position. Edelson Carnero is 3rd. Michael Mendoza is in the 4th position. Alessandro Barcelos has moved up to 5th. At 11 car, Alessandro Barcelos moves up to the 5th position, and he is starting to work on the back of Michael Mendoza. On board here with him. You're touching the apron right there a little bit as the 09, Edelson Carnero. Alessandro Barcelos up on the outside line here. Ooh, it's tight through the turns. 99 of Jose Carvalho shown in the 6th position back there, pushing that 11 car. Side by side, the 09 and the 11, the 99 in this mix as well, the 04. Edson Luis in here as well, side by side with the 11 car. So that 04, Edson Luis moves forward. The 11 of Alessandro Barcelos back to the 7th position. Thiago Bandera is in the lead. The 0-0 Sandro Kelmer. Where's that 22 car at, Sandro? So we got a 3-car breakaway here. Thiago Bandera, Sandro Kelmer, Michael Mendoza. 3-car breakaway. Jose Carvalho is the leader of this next pack here. Actually, I take that back. That's Edelson Carnero in the 09 car. Jose Carvalho in the 99 shown in the 5th position. Edson Luis is 6th. Alessandro Barcelos is 7th. Jump back here and look at Julio Caligari in the 33 car. 21 car, Nito Vidal is just behind Olafo Cesar. pulling out there out to the outside line to see if he can't get by the 21 car. So that 12 car up on that outside line to see if he can't make it work. Going to need a little bit of help there as Sullivan Gardena slips in there and takes that spot. Sullivan Gardena in that 49 car. Oh, man, we got somebody slow here on the track. That looks like, not sure who has gotten off the track there. We'll have to take a look. Alessandro Barcelos in the 11 car has already come down pit lane here, so we're not sure what's going on with him, whether he's made contact with the wall or what, but very interesting here. We'll take a look at this a little bit earlier. This is the 99 working on of the 11 car, so the 11 here on the outside line, and maybe he's made some contact with the wall and coming in to get some service done, so this is a little bit earlier here with the 11 car. So you see the 04 getting by, and the 11 car looks okay right there. For whatever reason here, this 11 car has gone into the pits here. Everything looks okay right there with the 11, and I don't know what has prompted him to make a pit stop here, but he has decided to make an early pit stop here, so we're probably a little bit earlier. Everything looked pretty copacetic there for the 11 car, but definitely had dropped back. Julio Caligari. See the 11 car there pulling off the track, and oh man, almost some contact there with Sullivan Gardena, and I'm not sure why the 11 car has made an early pit stop, but nonetheless he has. Well, our 3 car breakaway here still holding their serve. The 3, the 0-0, and the 2. That's Diego Bandera, Sandro Kelmer, and Michael Mendoza. You look at Wilson Rashid here in the 47 car at Toyota Camry. Right now we have him running in the 13th position. Just behind Carlos Leite. Actually that's the 82 car there of Edders Makel. Those guys up and they leaving the track right there. Again, these guys are connecting to a Chicago server, I think, from Brazil. So that's a long way to travel for the signal to get there and back. And I'll be honest with you, I think I have actually a better ping to the server than these guys do, because I'm pretty close to Chicago. Yeah, there's some definite jumping around to these cars here that we don't normally see in the broadcast. So this is the 09 of Edelson Carnero and Jose Carvalho in the 99. These guys working together. Diego Bandera, he has led the entire race here from the drop of the green flag. 0-0 at Sandro Kelmer has moved his way up to the 2nd position. Michael Mendoza is in the 3rd position. Edelson Carnero shown in 4th. Take a look at Julio Caligari back there in the 7th position. So Edson Luis, Julio Caligari, Olafo Cesar, and Elder Mueller running in the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th positions in a little bit of a pack there. And you see Julio Caligari going by, and actually that is Edson Luis now back to 7th there as Julio Caligari in the 99, excuse me, the 33 car gets by Edson Luis in the 04. So some good battling here early on, although I would say a little bit suspect as far as the shaking around here a little bit on the connection issue, but other than that, looks pretty good here. So this is race number 1 in the 2019 Monster Cup season. Tiago Bandera is shown in the 2nd position now. Michael Mendoza is shown as the leader. I'm not sure that's correct. So something's going on here. It's a little bit strange. That's what's going on. Those guys have caught up, man. Oh man, the 11 car and the 99 get together there. So I'll tell you what's happened is Mr. J has not kept up on his stuff. They're headed in review mode, and now these guys get by, man. Michael Mendoza is the race leader. Sandro Kelmer shown in 2nd. The 09 of Edelson Carnero is 3rd. Diego Bandera is in the 4th position. Jose Carvalho is 5th. Now running with this pack here is Alessandro Barcelos, who has made a pit stop. He is shown 3 laps down, but he is running with this pack here, the lead group. So Michael Mendoza is the race leader in that 2 car. We'll jump back here and look at Julio Caligari in the 6th position as Michael Mendoza is continuing to pace the field. The 0-0, Sandro Kelmer is in 2nd. Edelson Carnero is in 3rd. Tiago Bandera back to 4th. Jose Carvalho is shown in 5th. So that front group, there are 5 cars bunched up there in that front group, and then back to 6th. Julio Caligari is about 8 seconds, almost 9 seconds off the race lead. Take a look at Edders Magel back here in the 82 car as he runs behind Wilson Rashid in the 47. You see the 17 of Jair Oliveira running in this pack too. This is 10th, 11th, and 12th running together. These guys are about 15, almost 16 seconds off the race lead. You know, not really to get worried here. You're probably going to get a caution flag before the end, and you know, you're 17 laps in. We're scheduled to go 60 laps. These guys are running together here pretty well. They're all very experienced drivers, and once pit stops start shaking out here, if you do green flag pit stops, you're going to probably see a little bit. Oh, see Jair Oliveira there get up in the wall. You're probably going to see some guys get sort of spread out a little bit here, so that's something to think about. Take a look at Olavo Cesar right now running in the 12th car. He is in the 8th position. Just behind him is Elder Mueller in the 9th spot. Well, I don't know what's going on there, but it looks like Solomon Gardena has already joined us in the chat. So probably not where he wanted to be. He wanted to be in that car, but he said he lost control and had to DNF. Look at that, the 12 car getting a good run. Oh, the 99 and the 12 side by side. That's Jose Arvalo in that 99 car. Oh, he slides up there and closes the door on the 12 car. Man, good hard racing right there. So on board here with Olafo Cesar in the 8th position. Elder Mueller just ahead. Going to have to get back in line here, see if he can't make a run. Stay in the draft. That's the key thing. Jose Carvalho shown here in the 99 car. He's running in 6th. So we've got a little bit of a breakaway again with these 3 cars. Julio Caligare is in 4th. He's the leader of this second pack here. But the 3 cars, and who did I pick to win this race? Oh, it's a little bit early here. Oh, we got a big mess right there. I think we have the 2 car involved in that, man. We saw a hard lick right there straight into the wall in that Toyota, that sinister racing Toyota. Hard lick. So we'll see what happened there for man, that was a tough one there. Michael Mendoza is in the wall here in the 2 car. So Sandro Kelmer is the race leader. Edelson Carnero shown in 2nd. Julio Caligari's 3rd. Edson Luis is 4th. Jose Carvalho shown in the 5th position. Man, that was a big lick right there. As we were focused on that front group, we were just talking about how 3 or 4 of those cars just started to break away from the rest of the pack. And Michael Mendoza comes around. So we'll take a look and see what happened here. You see a little bit of contact right there. The 11 gets into the back of the 2 and spins him right into the wall. Man, hard lick into the wall for the 2 car. So it looked like the 11 had made a little bit of contact. So we'll take a look at this again here. Maybe we'll get another camera view of this. And you watch this. This is slow-mo here. As you see, the 11 comes over there, makes a little bit of contact right there with the 2, and then it turns that 2 right into the wall. So that was a tough break there. That is a little bit after the fact there, actually a little bit back in the pack there. So what a tough break there for the 2 cars. He gets turned around. Jump back here, back it up here like this. Sorry about this. So this is on board here with the 11 car here. You guys just got jumping around there a little bit. That's tough, but it looks like he just gotten into the back of the 2 car and made contact with him and spun him into the wall. So definitely didn't look like it was anything intentional. It's just one of those things that's dirty air there, getting that car jumping around a little bit. So that is a tough break there for the 2 car. as he finds himself on pit road, down in that lower frame, so he's back to the 14th position. Sandro Kelmer is the race leader. Edelson Carnero shown in second. Julio Galagare is third. Edson Luis is fourth. Jose Carvalho is fifth. Well, I tell you what, man, my choice to win this race, my pick to win this race is that Sandro Kelmer running in the 0-0 here tonight. I suspect he's going to get a car in the car set here pretty soon, but or get a paint scheme or skin in the series here pretty soon, as you see those guys peeling off the track to come down pit lane. But I tell you what, man, I've seen Sandro race a lot of stock car laps, and I know he's good. He does a lot of racing over at SCSR too, and I tell you what, I just have a lot of confidence right now in that Ford Fusion there, Sandro Kelmer. So I want to say thanks so much to Sullivan, Gardena, and all the guys here at NASCAR Total IndyCar Brazil for letting me come in and broadcast these races. It's a lot of fun there. Oh, tight there. Tight look into pit lane as the looks like Edelson Carnero pitting just ahead of Sandro Kelmer. So again, a lot of fun to broadcast these races. I enjoy it. You see the 0-0 here coming out. Again, you see a little bit of moving around there, and that's just more of a connection issue than anything else. I'll tell you what, man, our race leader is now, who's that? That's Eder Zmagel. I don't know, I haven't heard from Eder in a little while. I haven't seen any menus or recipes, I should say, him posting on Facebook. He's always posting these fantastic delicacies on his Facebook page. So the 82 not running the Jack Daniels paint scheme. I don't know what's gotten into him. Does he have a fever or something? Is he okay? Somewhere on that car there's got to be a Jack Daniels, isn't there? I'm going to look for it. Take a look at his paint scheme there. That's awesome. Comes down pit lane here. Sneak around. Oh, there it is. Look at that. I found it. I found it. I knew you couldn't go without painting a car without having Jack Daniels on there. How about that? So the 82 coming down pit lane. And that's going to hand over the lead to back to Sandro Kelmer. 21, Nito Vidal is on pit lane as well. Hey, coming up on Wednesday, we got a big one for you. The Ironman Racing Series back in action at Atlanta Motor Speedway. 107 laps. It's race number 4 in the 2019 Season A, the first season of 2019. Don't forget there's a tire rule in that series, so it definitely makes things very, very interesting with pit strategies, tire strategies. You know, really guys looking at, you know, at the long term and also having to be able to adjust their strategies on the fly as caution flags and as the race situation demands. So should be a great one. That'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV, the Ironman Racing Series. So we're 24 laps in, scheduled to go 60 laps tonight. Got a big one. Daytona International Speedway. Well, don't forget, man, next week, Indianapolis Motor Speedway, another big, big track at the the famed Brickyard. That is actually only about 40 miles from my house here in Indiana. So when all you guys come up here to go to the track, come on over, man. We'll jump in the race simulator for a while. Maybe you can do some broadcasting. That's coming up on 11 February. 70 lapper there from IMS. And then Charlotte, the Roval, the road course on 18 February. Next race after that's a 50 lapper there. And then Atlanta Motor Speedway on the 25th of February to finish out that month. So we got a lot of great tracks here in the Monster Cup season here at IndyCar Brazil, NASCAR Total.
It'll be one to go.
Now we're getting a one to go here, and Sandro Kelmer looks like he has aspirations of staying down on an inside line, and that's going to give Thiago Bandera in the 3-car the outside line. Edelson Carnero is in 3rd down on the inside line. Julio Caligari in the 99 going to start in the 4th position. Coming up on Saturday, we got another big one. The final race of the season in the High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder. Race number 8 at Mountain Peak Speedway. 167 laps to crown the 2018 winner, Cookie Cutter Season Champion. That'll be right here on TurnLeftTV. So it does look like the 2-car has been in the pits there for a little while. He is now shown 2 laps down. Sandro Kelmer is the race leader at the 00 car. Thiago Bandera is in the 2nd position in that 3-car. So here we go, back to green. The pace car is in. Across the start-finish line, we'll start lap 26. Oh, we got a spin here. I don't know if that brought out the caution or not, but we got a spin here down. Yeah, we definitely got a caution flag now. I think I'm seeing Elder Mueller here in the 0-2. He's in the grass here. He got turned around, it looked like. So here's what we say in stock cars: cautions breed cautions. Cautions lead to more cautions, boys and girls. So could get a little bit messy there. Hopefully not. Jair Oliveira coming around as well. We'll take a look and see what happened to him. Now that looked like just a connection issue there. So I don't think that's what we're... oh, the 17 car did come around. I don't think he must have lost his connection there for a minute, and he spun around. And that is actually not what brought out the caution, I don't think. So take a look here. And that 0-2 up high. Looked like... the 33 and the 0-2 get together, and the 0-2 down on the inside. Oh, a little bit of contact with the wall, maybe. So, well, looks like some connection issues are for me. So watch there, that 33 car in the mix as well. And it looked like that maybe the 33 there's more guys trying to avoid this here. So that 33, Julio Caligari involved in this in some form or fashion. So right there on board with Julio Caligari. It looks like he got up into the right rear quarter panel maybe. And those guys trying to avoid that situation, maybe getting up in the wall a little bit. Yeah, it just looked like Elder Mueller and Julio Caligari got together here. So in the slow-mo, these guys come off the turn. He's watched that 33 as he drifts up there. Well, actually, it looked like maybe Elder Mueller might have come down a little bit too. There may have been some contact behind him as well. Watch that just in front. It does look like the 33 comes up, makes contact. And then Elder Mueller spinning through the grass. Sandro Kelmer, the race leader. We are getting some guys I think are going to be coming down pit lane this time by. So we'll definitely keep our eyes on those guys. Well, tonight's race is brought to you by IndyCar Brazil. These guys do a lot of different forms of racing, not just stock cars, but they do some DTM series, they do some GT series racing, some Indy cars, Formula One, maybe even some K&N super late models coming up as well. Man, that would be great. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about that. Some Xfinity coming up here, of course. So sporting the Supra there, and then who knows, man? I heard, I don't know if I needed to let this out there or not, but I heard maybe some Brazilian stock cars coming too. I'm so excited, man. That would be awesome. I love those cars. You see Sandro Kelmer here giving up the race lead to come down pit lane. Going to hand over the lead to the 09 car, Edelson Carnero. So we got a lot of guys here coming down pit lane. Thiago Bandeira shown in the second position. So remember, he started on the pole here, led quite a few laps, and then kind of fell back here a little bit, but now has worked his way back up to the second position. And I think really not going very many laps here, making a pit stop here, maybe the wise move right now is to stay out on the track. So Sandro Kelmer has come down pit lane and given up the race lead. He is now back to the 8th position. Back here in the pack a little bit, and in my opinion, that's kind of danger zone right now. We've seen some things happen there back in the pack somewhat, so I think I would want my car out front. But always a little bit of gamble. Sandro, very savvy race car driver, so he has got his strategy worked out. Hey, make sure you check out that Happy Hour Racing League race I broadcast on January the 28th. Late models race at Jefferson Speedway in the rFactor 2 sim, of course. Did a short 10-minute race and then made it happen with some 60-minute race that was just, you know, a lot of paint swapping, fender rubbing, a little bump and move, bump and run. So it had a little bit of everything and definitely a lot of action, man. Action-filled races right there, and that was from Jefferson Speedway in the late models. Broadcast out on January the 28th. You can check out the Happy Hour Racing League playlist. Those guys running on Monday nights. We're 30 laps in, getting scheduled to go 60 laps here tonight. You want to check out a great race, a great finish. Check out the Mountain Peak Speedway race from for the Bushwhacker Series, the High Octane Racing League Friday night series, broadcast on February the 1st. It was actually a 50-lapper. I know it says 30 laps there, but we actually did 50 laps. And I'll tell you what, I think that thing should have gone another 50 laps, as fun as it was. Mountain Peak, always a great race, great track, and it was really a fantastically entertaining race. You want to check that out. That is on the in the Bushwhackers Friday night series playlist there. So there for your viewing enjoyment. Well, again, we got some great racing coming up for you on March the 5th. It'll be race number 1 of 6 in the DTM 2019 series at IndyCar Brazil, NASCAR Total. Coming up on March the 5th at Hockenheim. What a great track that is, man. A 40-minute race there, race number 1 in their 2019 season. So you see the other tracks that are on the list. Misano, I don't even know how to pronounce that. You know, Slovakia, yeah. I'll figure it out before then. Yes, yeah. Help me out, folks. Where you at in the chat, man? You guys are supposed to help me out. Can anybody pronounce that? I think I could do a better job just reading it backwards. Red Bull Ring on March the 26th, and Spa coming up on April the 2nd. And then Sachsenring coming up on April the 9th. What a really a great bunch of tracks there. I had a chance to get on a few of those tracks. And they're challenging, but a lot of fun. So that's coming up in March, starting March the 5th. I can pronounce Hockenheim. Somewhere, someone has got to know how to pronounce that one track there, that third track on the list. That looks like Edelson Carnero has elected to go down to the inside line. Diego Bandera is in the 3-car up on the outside line. The 99 of Jose Carvalho starts in third. 04 Edson Luis is fourth. And we got some great race car drivers up front here. Somebody down on the inside line there. Not sure what's going on right there. The 11 car down on the inside line, it looks like. Something's happened to him.
The road is closed, but
So he's pulled over to the side, and I'm not sure what's happened to Alessandro Barcelos. Something pretty major. We got another caution flag here, and I think he had a pretty major problem there. Carlos Leite in the 54 on pit lane. I honestly did not see any spin or anything like that. It just looked like maybe blew an engine. So getting a little bit messy here. So we'll see him moving it down to the inside, and we'll just kind of look and see what happened here. Maybe he had blown his engine or something, but he has decided, well, he retired this machine. You see him moving down to the inside line there, stopping, and that's what brings out the caution flag right there. So the caution flag comes out as the 11 car down on the inside line. It looks like he just pulled that over off the track. On board here with him. Actually, it's Alessandro Barcelos who had pulled that over. Yeah, very strange there. I'm not sure why, what caused him to do that. Let's see if he blew his engine here. Doesn't look like it to me. It just looked like he decided to retire that machine. He pulled it down on the inside line, and for whatever reason, so now we bring out the caution flag. So Thiago Bandera is our race leader. Edelson Carnero now back to the second position. Jose Carvalho is third. Jair Oliveira is fourth. Edson Luis is fifth. I don't know who that guy is that's joining us in the chat. Is that Ed Palumbo? How about that? Welcome, Ed. Nope, it's not Ed Palumbo. It's a cute little dog in the picture. Ed got him a new dog, and he is loving life. So here, 34 laps in, got a couple caution flags here under our belts, and Thiago Bandera is the race leader. Edelson Carnero is second. Jose Carvalho shown in the third position. Jair Oliveira is fourth. Edson Luis shown in fifth. How about that, man? Sandro Kelmer in the sixth position. Now, he had made a pit stop all the way back to eighth when he came out, and maybe it might end up working out in his favor here. But I just thought to myself, I want to stay out, not get myself back in that pack there.
Open this time for lead lap cars.
Take a look at the 21 here, Nito Vidal. He's made pit stop here. He is shown in the 10th position. The 21 there coming down pit lane. Some of these guys here making pit stop, coming back out on track. Sandro Kelmer's been back down pit lane. So he's back on track here on lap 35, shown in the 9th position. And there may be some more guys ducking into pit lane here as we have a few more caution flag laps. So getting kind of messy here. We had probably good 20, 25 laps of a green flag run, and then we've had a string of caution flags here as of late, as guys start to get bunched up again. Well, coming up on Wednesday, a big race from Atlanta Motor Speedway in the Ironman Racing Series. 107 laps. Race starts at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. 75% damage in that series, but fixed setup. But the most important thing, I think, the aspect is the tire rule in the Ironman Racing Series. It's race number 4 here in the first season of 2019, and it'll be a great one. All these races in the Ironman Series, a lot of strategy going on there, so check that out. That'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. So it does look like Tiago has come down pit lane. That's going to hand over the lead to the 09 of Edelson Carnero. Jose Carvalho has gotten that 99 car up to the 2nd position. Olafo Cesar is in 3rd. Elder Mueller is shown in 4th. Now, I'll tell you what, man, the 09 and the 02, they work together a lot, teammates. So those two guys start getting hooked up here, you better watch out. So Elder Mueller's got that car up to the 4th position. How about this, man? 5th position is actually shown in 6th, I believe, is Jair Oliveira. Edson Luis in that 04 car, shown in the 7th position. Edders Magel in the 82 is shown in 8th. He's going around on the outside line, and I think so he's actually shown 6th right there, so I don't know if that's the correct running order. We'll get that sorted out with the 2 to go.
It'll be 1 to go this time by.
So we are getting the 1 to go this time by. So Edelson Carnero in the 09 takes the inside line. Jose Carvalho moves up to the outside line in 2nd. Sandro Kelmer is up to the 3rd position. Edders Magel shown in 4th up on the outside line. Now don't forget that Tiago Bandera is, he made a pit stop here in this 3 car. He's now back to the 7th position. So we'll have to keep an eye on him and kind of figure out whether that pit stop there was a good idea or not. Well, we've had a few caution flags here as of late, so Looks like Ed Palumbo is going to have to go. He said he's going to go make dinner, I think. That's usually his standard routine there around this time. So thanks for joining us here in the chat, Ed. Yeah, we've had a few caution flag laps here as of late, so hopefully these guys sort of get things settled down here and we get some really, really good green flag run here under our belts. Again, scheduled to go 60 laps here tonight. Right now we've got 37 laps under our belts here across the start-finish line. We'll start lap 38 in our first race of the season here at IndyCar Brazil NASCAR Total Daytona Motor Speedway. I guess it'd be Daytona International Speedway if you want to get technical.
Green flag, green flag.
All right, the 09 gets a good start there. The 00, Sandro Kilmer, right there, giving him a little bit of a push down on the bottom side. Oh, we have another yellow flag. My heavens, boys. What? Got a yellow flag here. This is getting a little messy. Looks like maybe the 17 car might have come around. Take a look here on the start. 17 car. Oh, he makes contact with the wall right there. As they were coming around to take the green flag, he is down in the grass. So I'm not sure what happened there. Yeah, maybe some connection issues, but the 17 looks like he's having a whole range of issues right there. So these guys are under yellow right now, and then he spins. He's in the wall right there, then backs her back down, and this is as they come around to take the green flag. So you see the pace car comes in, they take the green flag, and Jair Oliveira is down on the inside line. He had made contact with the wall and cannot get that car going, so he must have some major suspension damage to the 17 car. So we're going to ride around under caution a little bit more. So not sure what happened to the 17, but it looked like he had gotten into the wall there, or maybe had a wheel issue, a controller issue, but had gotten up into the wall. These guys were coming around to take the green flag, and he could not get that car going. He was down on the apron, and they threw the caution flag. Whew, man. A little bit of a messy race here. We've had about 4 caution flags right here in a row. I said that cautions breed cautions. I shouldn't have said that, man. I think I may have jinxed it. Coming up on Saturday night, race number 8 in the 2018 Winter Cookie Cutter season, the final race of the season in High Octane Racing League, Saturday Night Thunder. 167 laps from Mountain Peak. I'm going to crown the champion there. That's coming up on Saturday, February the 9th, right here on TurnLeftTV.
will be open this time for the left car.
It does look like the race leaders are going to come down pit lane here. So Edelson Carnero and Sandro Kelmer coming down pit lane. The 09 and the 00 making pit stop here. Looks like a little bit of a fuel-only stop here, hopefully. Our race leader is now the 99 of Jose Carvalho. Eders Magel in the 82 shown in the second position. Edson Luis is third. Julio Caligare is fourth.
Will be open this time.
Well, the schedule this season next week will be at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, 70-lapper there at IMS, and then Charlotte, the road course, the Roval, on February the 18th, followed by Atlanta Motor Speedway on the 25th of February. Then starting out in March at Chicagoland Speedway, Bristol Motor Speedway, and then Martinsville Speedway, two short tracks next in line on the 11th and the 18th of March. So Jose Carvalho is the race leader. Eders Magel in the 82 is shown in second. Edson Luis is third. Julio Caligare is fourth. Carlos Leite shown in fifth. Tonight's race is brought to you by StockCarSimRacing.com. No, not those guys. Not those guys.
It'll be one to go.
IndyCar Brazil. Sorry, man, it's a matter of habit. I've done so many races for SCSR. It's a matter of habit. I will advertise those guys, but SCSR, they do some great stuff. They don't race on Monday nights. Racing Tuesdays, Wednesdays, maybe a little Thursday action, Friday and Saturdays, some Sunday racing as well once in a while. So we do a lot of broadcasting for them, so my apologies. Tonight's race is actually brought to you by IndyCar Brazil. They've got a lot of different types of racing here. You want to do some Indy cars, you want to do some GT3 cars, you want to do stock cars, DTM cars, all kinds of different mods you can do right here at IndyCar Brazil. So check those guys out. TurnLeftTV is who's bringing you the race tonight. Thanks so much for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. If you're interested in donating, hit the donate button up there in the banner, and we'll greatly appreciate that. You could also go down to the description of the channel, description of this race, and hit the Fanatec or the Fanatic link to go check out those controllers. We get credit here for some clicks. Always pay attention to that, how many people visited the Fanatic website through my link. I own the inverted Club Sport V3 pedals and absolutely love them, and I've got some wheel here that's the F1 2018 wheel as well. Greatly dig that. Shifter on the way. I don't even use a shifter, man. I just paddle shift anymore. Even in the stock cars. Jose Carvalho, I bet he paddle shifts. These guys do so much road course racing. How could you not? Jose Carvalho here in the 99. Going to paddle shift this from the first position. 82 of Edersmagel in second. Up on the outside line. Edson Luis in the 4 car. 04 is down on the inside line in third. Here we go. We're going to get some green flags in here. Everybody sort of settles down. Man, the 82 up there on the outside line as the Ford gets through. I saw the 2 car involved, and I believe the Olafo Cesar is involved as well. That car down on the inside line there. Not sure, down in the grass here, not sure what's going on with him. But he is, I don't hear any engine sound. That thing may be completely dead. As he's down on the inside line, or down on the grass. As Jose Carvalho now takes the caution flag here. Man, I thought we were going to get a whole lap in. I don't know, boys and girls. A little bit of a mess here so far. First few laps of this race were pretty darn exciting, but it's gotten a little bit crazy here. So we'll see what happened there to bring out this caution flag, and it looks like Olafo Cesar came around. 12 car here. See him come down, maybe trying to fill that gap right there and contact 2 car and the 12 car get together, and then the 12 car here smacking the wall pretty hard. On board here with Michael Mendoza, and looks like Olafo Cesar might have come across and gotten into him. So as these guys come off the turn here, and they're coming through the tri-oval, I believe. Actually, it looks like the backstretch. And contact right there between the 12 and the 2. And then spinning around. This is, looks like after the fact. So contact there with the 12 car and the 2 car bring out the caution flag. And I think a lot of this is just hold your line, let things sort of get settled out, you know, settle in into spot, and then start picking your way up to the front. It's always a little dangerous when you're trying to change lanes here, when you got these cars bunched up side by side on restarts, especially with the connection. I mean, I don't know what it looks like on their end, but my end, it does look like their car's jumping around just a little bit. And again, let me reiterate that if the same thing holds true that was the case last season, you know, these guys are all racing from Brazil on a server that's located, I think, in Chicago. And I'm actually closer to the, much closer to the server. I'm only about 2 hours away from the server. These guys are another hemisphere away. And so that's information is traveling a long way there, and might equate to some of the jumping around that we see a little bit. I'd like to thank the folks for coming out and supporting TurnLeftTV. We have 193 subscribers now. I just can't believe it, man. It's really grown. For me, I started this a couple years ago and wasn't sure I even had a remote idea what I was doing, and now I think we got a pretty good deal going on here. I just continue to add more things, and you know, really try to keep things fresh and new and exciting. And I now have over 350 races posted online. If you like what you're seeing, please support us. Hit the donate button there up in the banner. You can also go down into the description of this race and any one of the races and click on the Fanatic link there. We're an affiliate through them, so would greatly appreciate your support. And again, thanks so much to IndyCar Brazil, NASCAR Total for letting me come in and broadcast these races. I love doing it, and we've got some special stuff coming up for you later this year here in March with the DTM season 2019, race number 1 from Hockenheim. So that should be a great one. I don't know what these guys are saying, but it looks like Portuguese to me. Well, JJ had a tough night there. He said he was having some issues with his controller, his wheel, and it did look like, I mean, under caution, the car just took a hard right into the wall, and then he got it down onto the apron there, and it just looked like he could not get the car into gear. So something's going on with that car. He's had a mechanical issue, and had to retire his machine. Edson Luis has got his car up to the second position. Julio Caligare is third. Edders Magel is fourth. Wilson Rashid shown in the fifth position. We haven't talked too much about Wilson Rashid tonight. How about that car, man? 47 car. Definitely ain't going to be missing that one. You can see that one a mile away. So a good-looking car there for Wilson Rashid. Just behind him is Sandro Kelmer in the sixth position. Edelson Carnero is shown in seventh. Michael Mendoza is in the eighth position. We'll take a look at him and the 2 car. So far we got 4 cars out of the race. Thiago Bandera, Jair Oliveira, Alessandro Barcelos, and Sullivan Gardina out of the race here. Got 12 cars left to go here. And we're going to keep them all in the race, I promise you. Getting the 1 to go here, and it looks like Jose Carvalho was elected to go down to that inside line. Now, we have got about 11, 12 laps left here to go. Scheduled to go 60 laps tonight. Got some contact there with the 0-0, the 04, and the 33. I guess they got a little bored. I don't know what happened there. We'll check it out here. Watch this. The looked like a connection of 04 that warped backwards and slammed into the 0-0 car there. Looks like the 04 back up to where he needs to be. That's a nice looking paint scheme there, that red and black paint scheme. So the 99 of Jose Carvalho is the race leader. Pace car is sliding off the track here, and we're going to go green. Let's keep this baby green until the end of the race.
Green, green, green.
I got to work tomorrow, boys. All right, the 99 of Jose Carvalho. Edson Luis dives in there in the second position. Julio Caligare, how about that? A little bit of a run there in that Dodge. That 33 car shown in third. Edders Magel here stuck on that outside line, and he's got a little bit of room here. Can he get down? 47 car giving him a lot of room here to come down. This guy's being really patient now here. Everybody wants to get some good laps in. Side by side, I said patient, but these guys racing pretty hard here. The 04 and the 99 racing for position. .33 there, Julio Caligare. Now, I don't know, man, if those guys pulling over here to the side, maybe they got black flag. Look at these guys all coming in to do a drive-through. 82, 33. I think we must have a little bit of a bug going on with this rules package here. Those guys all doing drive-throughs here. 99, the 04, and the 00. Sandro Kelmer there in third. I just don't think they're running the correct rules package here. Judging from what's going on, these guys should not be getting black flags. The 02 there, or the 00, they're trying to get by the 99 up on the outside line. The 04 of Edson Luis is our race leader here. The 99 of Jose Carvalho is shown in second. Sandro Kelmer is third. You see some of those guys coming back off the pits here. Back out on the track, so we've got a little bit of a mess here right now with those guys doing drive-throughs. Edson Luis in the 4 car. And the 04. Oh, he dips up high there, and he's going to leave the door open for the 99 car. So the 99 of Jose Carvalho trying to get by and not going to be able to do it. The 04 closes the door, so Edson Luis closes the door there as the 99 tucks back in. Sandro Kelmer shown in 3rd. Take a look at Sandro Kelmer here in the 00 car as he looks ahead at that 99. Edson Luis is the race leader. Sandro Kelmer diving out to the outside line. So Edson Luis, Jose Carvalho, Sandro Kelmer. Those guys broken away there in a front 3. Here on lap 53. Now some of these guys, man, have come down pit lane again. Now Carlos Leite back out on the track. He's in the 54 car. Kind of quiet here tonight. So kind of running out there by himself. He is shown in 4th. Nito Vidal has come down pit lane. He must be serving a drive-through as well. Looks like he's actually going to do a stop and go here. And that does look like the case here. So here on lap 54, the 04, the 99, and the 00. One, two, three. Edson Luis, Jose Carvalho, Sandro Kelmer. That's Sandro Kelmer diving out to the outside line to see if he can't get something started there. He's going to need a little bit of help there. I just don't think he's going to be able to get by these two. Best thing he can hope for there is if the inside line opens up and he slides in and fills that gap. So he's going to hope that the 99 sort of washes up the track a little bit. Take a look at the Wilson Rashid and Elson Carnero, Edders Mago all coming out here together, 5th, 6th, and 7th. So we got a couple packs here going on. Our race leaders kind of get an idea where these, where that second pack is compared to these guys. So these guys come around off turn 4. Through the tri-oval area here on lap 56, starting lap 57. So those guys come by. So there's our first pack, 1, 2, 3, and then here comes our second pack. And these guys have run down Carlos Leite here, so now we've got a group of 4. And our question is, do they have enough time? I don't think they do to be able to run down this group of 3 here. So I just don't think that another car is going to help you that much where you can get that much speed. The best thing they can hope for right now is that Edson Luis, Sandro Kelmer, and Jose Carvalho get really racy here side by side, and then they can come up and maybe compete for a race win. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen here in the last few laps. So starting lap 58. So 3 laps to go. Here at Daytona, Sandro Kelmer diving out to the outside line again. He is desperately looking for an opening. Edson Luis not coming off the bottom of that track, man. He is glued to the bottom there. Jose Carvalho up on the in the 99 car, shown in 2nd. Good, clean racing here. Oh, there's that opening right there. There's that opening. Sandro Kelmer going to try to catch that opening. A little bit of contact between the two of them. More contact than 99 and the... oh, my gosh, man. Did you see that? Oh, my gosh. How in the world did Sandro Kelmer hold on to that car? I have no idea. Watch this. contact right there. The 00 and the 99 get together. They are off the track and wrecked right there. And the 00 holds on to that, man. Woo, my heavens. So that is the gap that Edson Luis definitely needed. Those other guys showing a lap down here. So Carlos Leite is the other car here on the lead lap. Fourth car on the lead lap. And we got one lap to go for the 04 car. Edson Luis. Man, oh man, did it get racy. I cannot even believe that. Those guys didn't wreck that car. That was crazy. So the 04 Edson Luis. So 2-second lead over Jose Carvalho. Sandro Kelmer in third. I tell you, man, Jose Carvalho drifted up the track. Sandro tried to sneak that car in there, and they just got together, and they were laying on each other all the way through the turn. I cannot believe they did not wreck it. But the 04, man, he kept his car out of trouble here. Quiet. And got up to the front and takes the race win. Congratulations to the 04. Edson Luis. Jose Carvalho, second. Sandro Kelmer finishes third. Carlos Leite fourth. Wilson Rashid rounds out the top 5. So big race win for the 04 to start out the season. So I've seen Edson Luis run a lot of laps. Jose Carvalho, Sandro Kelmer, all those guys, man, are just fantastic race car drivers. And Edson Luis really standing out here tonight. Just kept that car out of trouble in the right position when he needed to be there. And comes away with a big, big race win here at Daytona. Now he's going to let me get down there, hopefully get my camera down there and get a good screenshot. So congratulations to the 04. Big race win. And he looks like he has done a burnout or two before. So great job to Edson Luis on a good win here in Daytona. And again, he looks like he's won a few of these before. He's got that burnout mastered. Well, it got a little messy there for a little while, but looks like these guys able to get things sort of sorted out here toward the end. It does look like some guys still had to come in, do some drive-throughs. So congratulations to Edson Luis on a big race win at Daytona. Jose Carvalho plugs away, finishes in the second position. Sandro Kelmer, I don't know how those guys kept from wrecking those cars. He finishes in third. Carlos Leite finishes in the fourth position. Wilson Rashid fifth. Edelson Carnero is sixth. Edders Magel seventh. Elder Mueller is eighth. Julio Galagare is ninth. And Nito Vidal finishes in the 10th position. So we'll see if we can't get Edson Luis up here in the booth with us to give an interview. He is excited, man, about winning that race. I think he won an IndyCar race, that last one that I broadcast for IndyCar Brazil. He came away with the race victory there. So starting this season out right with a big race win. So I think there were a lot of black flag penalties that these guys had. You know, they had to come in and serve penalties here tonight. So that definitely threw off some of the grid there, and it was tough for those guys. Took them out of contention here. And let's see if we can't get Carlos Leite and Edson Luis up here in the channel with us, up in the TurnLeftTV channel, to get a bit of an interview. Okay, welcome up to the channel here. Congratulations, Edson Luis, on a great race victory. Boa noite.
Boa noite, Edson. Parabéns pela vitória.
Valeu, obrigado. Boa noite a todos aí, quem está assistindo. Parabenizar aí o Gardena, o Heath Johnson aí pela transmissão. E, pô, belíssima corrida. Estou muito contente.
Yes, good night, and thank you all. Thank you to Gardena, and say that was a very good race tonight.
Yeah, it looked like there were some black flag penalties and some plug-in errors here tonight, but you were able to keep your car up front. What was going through your mind as you saw Julio Caligari and Sandro Kelmer get together, make contact behind you?
Parece que teve alguns pênaltis aí de bandeira preta. Acho que não foi o caso, né? E o que você sentiu a hora que você viu o acidente entre o Caligari e o Kelmer atrás de você?
Foi o Zé Carvalho, né, e o Kelmer. Bom, nessa hora veio aquela explosão de adrenalina, né, porque praticamente estava vencida a corrida ali, faltava 2 voltas. Eles ficaram bem para trás, então ali já começou a sair aquela euforia toda que eu tive que segurar, né, porque nessas horas que a gente comete os erros.
It was a very exciting moment, and he saw these two guys going out of the race, and he was trying to keep his mind on the focus of doing the race, because it's easy to make mistakes.
Next week, you have Indianapolis Motor Speedway. How do you feel about that track and your chances to win 2 in a row?
você acha da próxima etapa? Como é que vai ser em Indianápolis? A chance de ganhar 2 seguidas?
Bom, como eu disse, eu tenho dito é que eu não tinha muito a manha da NASCAR e agora eu gostei muito e tô curtindo e vou pra cima. A expectativa é de continuar na frente, né? Que a gente sabe que uma corrida perdida pode perder o campeonato, como aconteceu ano passado comigo. Então tem que ficar esperto.
He's enjoying this championship now, and it's important don't make mistakes, because when you do and you lost any races, it's too difficult to go to the top of the championship. So the important is make how many points as possible.
Well, congratulations on a great race win. Good luck to you next week at Indianapolis, and good luck to the rest of the season. I hope to see the 04 car back in victory lane.
Parabéns. Espero ver você na próxima corrida ganhando também, com 04 na frente de novo.
Valeu. Pergunta pra ele se ele gostou do zerinho.
Thank you, Carlos, for joining us up here in the booth too, and thanks to Sullivan Gardena for putting on this championship here as well.
Thank you. And Mr. Johnson, as always, is asking if you likes the spinning outs lá, the donuts.
They were great. Yeah, it's hard to follow the car sometimes when you're doing the donuts, but it looked to me like Edson Luis has done a few donuts before. A lot of practice.
Praticou bastante os zerinhos aí.
Valeu.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Johnson. See you next time.
Okay, thank you so much. Good luck to you. All right, Dad. That's Carlos Leite, Edson Luis, Sullivan Gardena joining us up here in the broadcast booth. And, man, aside from that little patch of caution flags we had here, it was a pretty exciting race. It looked like maybe some plug-in issues here that these guys are going to have to get worked out a little bit, I think. Some guys are getting some bogus black flag penalties, so not sure what's going on with that, but we'll get that worked out. We did that last time with the stock car mod. So really, Daytona is a fun track, and like I said, it got a little messy there. A few caution flags and some guys pulling down off to the side. There were some guys getting together there a little bit, but it was unfortunate to see some of those guys getting late race black flags. They had to come in and serve drive-throughs or stop and go penalties. Nonetheless, I'm sure that stuff will get worked out, and they'll be good to go here for the next race at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I just can't say enough how excited I am about broadcasting some of these races here this season. It's going to be a long season here, but really some great tracks, great racing in store at IndyCar Brazil, NASCAR Total. And again, thanks to Sullivan Gardena and his friendship, and we're always talking to each other on Facebook and you know, messaging each other and having a laugh, and he's been a great friend, and really the way that I know these guys is through sim racing. So got some new names out here, at least to me. Tiago Bandera is new. Olafo Cesar, some new names as far as I'm concerned, and really some pretty impressive racing that I saw out of those guys tonight too. So looking good here this season, and definitely want to check it out as we move through the rest of the season here. Just throw up the schedule in this season here. We'll take off the race winner name, but throw up the schedule here, what we've got in store this season. Indianapolis Motor Speedway coming up next week. Charlotte, the Roval, that is going to be a blast, man. 50 laps. I don't know if these guys really know what they have in store for them at the Charlotte Roval, but judging from the real NASCAR guys, man, they had a whole lot of interesting laps. Let's just put it that way. So Definitely going to be one of those tracks where you're going to have to get a lot of practice laps in the stock cars. I mean, you're not going to. It's not going to handle like a GT3 car or a DTM car going around this track. So you'll definitely have to take your time, and that kink there through the Roval is really pretty tough. Atlanta Motor Speedway following that. Look at that, Chicagoland, another great track. You got a couple short tracks coming up in the mid part of March. Las Vegas Motor Speedway, can't say enough about that track. That's awesome. Some more road course action with Sonoma. You don't see that track on the schedule. Too many stock car schedules, but I've actually raced Sonoma in the stock cars with the Happy Hour Racing League, and it is a really fun track. And a lot of elevation changes, and it's one that can get away from you in a hurry. But I'll tell you what, these guys being road course drivers primarily, they're going to have a blast at Sonoma. Talladega Super Speedway coming up on April the 8th, and then the Monster Mile on the 15th of April. You see Tricky Triangle Pocono Raceway 22 April, and then another road course to finish out the season at Watkins Glen on 29 April. So you have a real good mix of cookie cutter tracks, some very interesting road courses. I mean, you're looking at 3 road courses here on the schedule, a couple short tracks as well, and then you got the odd super speedway in there too, just to add a little mix in. I really think that Atlanta is, it's one of those tracks that it really races like a super speedway. So that's an interesting race that I see coming up on the schedule here pretty soon. So Sullivan has really picked a pretty interesting mix of tracks here for this season, and this schedule here, it looks pretty interesting to me. Well, hey, coming up on March 5th on Tuesday, IndyCar Brazil NASCAR Total will be in action at Hockenheim in the DTM series. That'll be a great one, man, and we're going to bring you that 40-minute race. 6 races there on the schedule for that road course series and the DTM cars. These cars are a lot of fun. I had a chance to run with these guys this season, and I'll tell you what, man, they spanked me at this. I was lucky to have made it through the entire season. Oh, these guys are just fantastic in these types of cars. So I'm excited, trying to get a few more guys, maybe some American guys to jump in these cars and race alongside these guys. So I put the feelers out there. We'll see how it goes. So if you're one of my race buddies here from the United States, message me, and we'll get you in this season here. I know these guys really would enjoy racing alongside some of the American drivers. Well, coming up on Wednesday, we'll be at Atlanta Motor Speedway in the Ironman Racing Series. Race number 4 starts at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 107 laps from Atlanta in the Ironman Racing Series. Should be a great one. Check that out. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, tonight's race has been brought to you by IndyCar Brazil. You want to do some great racing, a real good mix of racing, head on over here to IndyCar Brazil. Thanks so much for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. That's going to do it for us tonight. We'll see you next time. Congratulations to Edson Luis.